If you're a founder obsessing over making your product better, this is the video for you. Because better is the biggest trap in business. Your competition can copy your features in weeks. They can reverse engineer your better. But there's one thing they cannot copy. And in this video, we'll see how a small ice cream maker from the Bronx built a $1 billion ice cream empire by being distinct. In the 1920s, Reuben Mattus ran a small ice cream company in New York. He was obsessed with the quality of his ice cream. Better ingredients, better equipment, more butterfat. He just wanted to sell the perfect ice cream. But even with a better product, he couldn't compete. The big guys would simply copy everything and crush him. So he made one last attempt to win by being better. In the 1950s, Reuben launched Ciro's, a premium ice cream brand. Richer taste, premium positioning, but still he couldn't compete. After 2 years, the big guys jumped in and ruined it for him. Ciro's was crushed. After Ciro's, Reuben made a decision that changed everything. He would go more premium. He would go so far up market that the big guys won't follow him. But here's the genius. It wasn't just about the product. It was about the story. In an interview later, Reuben explained his strategy. The most important thing is to make it taste good. But the second most important thing was to market it properly. If you are the same like everybody else, you are lost. The number one thing was to get a foreign sounding name. So late at night, he sat at his kitchen table trying out made up names. His daughter Doris watched him test nonsense combinations over and over, listening for something that sounded just right. Finally, he landed on it. Häagen-Dazs. It was the perfect name. He wanted it to sound Danish, fancy, old world, premium. It isn't Danish. That's complete nonsense. But American consumers didn't know that. It sounded expensive, foreign, like it had been making premium ice cream in some European workshop for generations. The way it sounded created an expectation. Something old, premium, worth paying extra for. Then he doubled down. Maps of Scandinavia on the packaging. A 50% price premium. He wasn't competing anymore. He had created an entirely new category where he was the only player. The gamble paid off massively. Today it generates billions. Not because the ice cream was functionally better, but because it was distinct. Byron Sharp, the leading marketing researcher of our times, spent 30 years studying brands and concluded, rather than striving for meaningful perceived differentiation, marketers should seek meaningless distinctiveness. Meaningless distinctiveness. That's Häagen-Dazs, a Danish-sounding name invented in the Bronx, maps of Scandinavia on American ice cream. It made no logical sense, but it worked brilliantly, and it's still working 60 years later. It isn't just an old ice cream story. Some tech founders have won with the exact same strategy. Take Notion. When they entered the productivity space, they faced giants. Microsoft, Trello, Asana, each of them had their functional territory locked down. While everyone was adding features and claiming 10x productivity, Notion did something different. They went minimal, black and white aesthetic, almost artistic. The messaging wasn't get more done. It was build the workspace you want. And suddenly, the internet was flooded with people sharing their Notion workspaces. Their users didn't just use Notion, they created with it, showed it off, built entire communities around it. Today, multi-billion-dollar valuation and millions of users who advocate the product. Not because Notion's fundamentally better at project management than Asana, but because they built distinctive brand assets in a sea of identical productivity messaging. Or look at Apple. When everyone was focusing on RAM, processing speed, and features, Steve Jobs focused on building distinctive brand assets. The bitten apple logo, white earbuds when everyone else made black ones, that iconic startup sound, minimalist packaging you would recognize across a room, the clean product design language. These weren't better specs, they were the foundation of this trillion-dollar brand. That's Sharp's principle in action. Distinctive brand assets that compound over time. So stop asking, how can I make this better? Start asking, how can I make this distinct? Because better is a trap and distinctive is a game. I've created a short guide on building a distinctive brand. If you're interested, please comment distinct below and I will share it with you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Now go be distinct. Bye-bye.